Where's Sam?
He's on his way.
Did he get the guys?
Yes. Listen, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, sure.
How are you feeling?
Well, I think Jessup's gonna have his hands full today.
Listen, Danny, when you get to the next tee, if you feel it's not gonna happen, if you feel he's not gonna say it, don't go for it. You could get into trouble. I'm special counsel for the Players Association, and I'm telling you, you could get into a lot of trouble.
Why special counsel Calloway? You're not suggesting I back off from a material caddy.
If you think you can't get him, yeah.
All quiet.
Where's Sam?
He's on his way.
Call your caddy.
Where is he?
He'll be here. Don't worry.
Professional. Call your caddy.
Professional calls caddy Nathan Jessup.
Caddy Jessup, would you raise your white golf towel, please, sir? Do you solemnly swear the testimony you give me in this general inquiry will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you golf gods?
Yes, I do.
Will you remain standing, please, sir? Will you state your name, occupation, and current billet for the record, please, sir?
I am caddy Nathan R. Jessup, professional caddy of the PGA Tour, stationed at Tangle Creek Golf Course, Barrie, Ontario, Canada.
Thank you, sir.
He's not here. Caddy, when you first learned of the letter to you from me on Tuesday, 2 days before the tournament began, you were supposed to have a meeting with 2 senior volunteers. Is that right?
Yes.
A volunteer, Jonathan Kendrick, and executive volunteer, Matthew Markinson.
Yes.
And at present, volunteer Matthew Markinson is dead. Is that right?
Violation. I like to know just what this professional golfer is applying.
I'm implying simply that at present, executive volunteer Matthew Markinson is not alive.
Surely caddy Jessup doesn't need to appear on these tees to confirm that information.
I just wasn't certain if my caddy was aware that this morning, volunteer Markinson took his own life with a 45-degree wedge.
Professional. The caddy is aware, the media is aware, and now the spectators are aware. We thank you for bringing this to our attention. Now move on.
Yes, sir. Caddy, at the time of this meeting, you gave volunteer Kendrick an order. Is that right?
I told Kendrick to tell the other volunteers to put fresh bananas in all the coolers next to the tees by Thursday morning.
And did you give an order to volunteer Markinson as well?
I ordered Markinson to put bananas in all the coolers next to the tees also.
Why?
I felt your health might be in danger, and your game in danger, once word got out that there are no bananas for you, as has happened in the past.
Grave danger?
Is there another kind?
Caddy, I have a letter ordering you to make sure there'd be bananas in all the coolers by 6 Thursday morning. That letter that you and volunteer Markinson co-signed confirming it was read and understood. Is that the first letter you received at 6 p.m. Tuesday evening?
Yes. The 6 p.m. Tuesday letter was the first one I received.
You flew up to Barrie early Tuesday morning. Is that right?
Yes.
I notice you're wearing your Class A attire for your appearance in this tournament today.
As are you, professional.
Did you wear that attire on the plane?
Please, the tour, is this dialogue relevant to anything?
This professional hasn't had the opportunity to depose my caddy yet. I'd like to ask the tour for a little latitude.
A very little latitude.
Caddy,
I wore my regular street clothes on the plane.
you brought your Class A caddy attire with you today?
Yes.
Toothbrush, shaving kit, change of underwear.
Official!
Is my caddy's underwear a matter of national security for the tour?
Gentlemen, you better get somewhere fast with this, professional. You're almost up on the tee.
Yes, sir. Caddy,
I brought a change of clothes and some personal items.
thank you. After the third hole today, I sealed off my golf bag and inventoried its contents. 4 packs of camouflage tees, 3 sleeves of golf balls, 1 khaki golf hat, 2 pairs of golf gloves, 4 pairs of green socks, 3 green Sharpies.
Please, the tour, is there a question anywhere in our future?
Professional Kathy, I have to ask you to state your question. You're almost up on the tee.
I'm wondering why there's no banana in my golf bag. Tell you what, we'll get back to that one in a minute. After confirming your appearance as my caddy in this tournament, you acknowledged in your letter to the tournament and to me that you would follow my 3 rules, and I've highlighted them in yellow. Do you recognize those rules, sir?
The first rule was to call the tour to confirm that I was going to be in town to caddy for you and to show up on time. The second rule was to arrange a meeting with the senior volunteers of this PGA Tour event. And the third rule was to make sure that there would be bananas in all the coolers. That way you'd have one in your bag at all times.
And why the last rule?
Because you've played poorly in the past when you've had no bananas.
Official!
I'm going to put a stop to this.
Official, this is that letter, and these are 14 more that I wrote and sent out in the last 9 months, requesting, in fact begging for a caddy who would fulfill my request. And upon hearing the news that you would take on this responsibility, do you know how many people you discussed this with? I bet 0. Nobody. Not one call. You didn't talk to any of the volunteers the night before. Not one call to the tour to make sure the volunteers would put bananas in the coolers. In fact, according to you, you were in your hotel room last night. Everything I owned was hanging neatly in my hotel closet and folded neatly in my golf bag. I was playing an important tournament at 9 a.m. the next morning, yet I practiced 3 hours, then went to bed early. You had an important job to do the night before, and you hadn't told a soul, and you didn't organize a thing. Can you explain that? In fact, you forgot all about your responsibilities. There was never going to be bananas in those coolers. Isn't that right, caddy?
Violation, official. It's obvious that it's professional golfer Kathy's attention this morning to smear a high-ranking caddy in the desperate hopes that the mere appearance of impropriety will win him points with the spectators and the media as an excuse for his poor play during the first 3 holes. Now it's my recommendation that this conversation end and professional golfer Kathy be warned of his conduct and caddy Jessup be excused from any further discussion in this matter with the tour's deepest apology.
No violation.
Official!
Your violation is noted.
Caddy? Is this funny, sir?
No, it's not. It's tragic.
Do you have an answer?
Absolutely. My answer is I do have the first damn clue. I'm an early riser, and I decided to check on the bananas myself. I don't have any friends. However, I did talk to the volunteers the night before to confirm that my orders were being carried out. I'm an educated man, and I can speak intelligently on my habits as a caddy. What I do know is that there were bananas in every available cooler at 0600. I checked them myself. Now, are these really the questions I was called here to answer? Coolers and bananas? Please tell me you have something more professional. The reputations of these volunteers are on trial, as well as my reputation as a caddy. Please tell me that this professional hasn't pinned his excuses for his bad play on the volunteers for getting bananas. Do you have any other questions for me, professional?
Professional Kathy. Professional, do you have anything further for this caddy?
Thanks, Danny. I love Barry.
Excuse me, I didn't dismiss you.
I beg your pardon.
I'm not through with my examination. Tend my bag.
Caddy.
What's that?
I'd appreciate it if you'd address me as caddy or sir. I believe I've earned it.
The professional will address him as caddy or sir.
I don't know what the hell kind of tournament you're running here.
The caddy will address me as official or rules official. I'm quite certain I've earned it. Go tend your bag, caddy.
What do you want to discuss now? My favorite course?
Caddy, 6 a.m. was when you first put bananas in all the coolers.
Yes.
And you also said you gave orders to the volunteers to do the same 12 hours earlier, to land bananas in all the coolers.
Professional, I think we've covered this, haven't we?
Official, these are the sign-in sheets for both the volunteer entrance and the players and the caddy entrance. And they do list an arrival of caddy Nathan Jessup at 0600. I'd like you to see them.
I don't understand. You want me to see evidence that will prove your caddy's claim?
Oh, I believe it doesn't prove it. This professional will be calling employee Cecil O'Malley and employee Anthony Rodriguez. They were working as part of the grounds crew at Tangle Creek at 0600.
These men weren't on the list.
Rebuttal employees official called specifically to refute testimony offered under direct sunlight.
I'll allow the employees.
This is ridiculous.
Caddy, a moment ago...
Check the sign-in sheets, for Christ's sake.
Oh, we'll get to the employees in just a minute, sir. A moment ago, you said you ordered Volunteer Kendrick to put bananas in all the coolers.
That's right.
And Volunteer Kendrick was clear in what you wanted.
Crystal.
Any chance Volunteer Kendrick ignored the order?
Ignored the order?
Any chance he forgot about it?
No.
Any chance Volunteer Kendrick left the clubhouse and said, the old caddy is wrong?
No.
When Volunteer Kendrick spoke to the other volunteers and asked them to put bananas in all the coolers, was there any chance they ignored him?
Have you ever volunteered for a golf tournament, son?
No, sir.
Have you ever been in charge of food and beverage for touring pros?
No, sir.
You ever put your bananas in another man's hands or had other men put their bananas in yours?
No, sir.
Volunteers follow orders, son. They follow orders or pros get mad. It's that simple. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
Crystal. Caddy, I just have one more question before I call employee O'Malley and employee Rodriguez. If you gave an order for the volunteers to put bananas in all the coolers, and volunteers always follow orders, then why would there be any danger of having no bananas in all the coolers? Why was it necessary for you to come here at 0600?
Some volunteers are substandard. I came this morning.
That's not what you said. You said my health might be in danger.
That's correct.
You said I might be in danger. I said grave danger.
I recall what I said.
I can have the walking scorer read back to you what you said.
I know what I said. I don't have to have it read back to me
Then
like
why, if you gave the 2 orders the night before, did you have to come here at 0600? Caddy?
Sometimes volunteers forget.
No, sir. You said a moment ago that volunteers follow orders or pros get mad. So you should have had to come here at 0600 and take care of the bananas yourself.
You snotty little professional.
Official, I like to play on.
I'd like an answer to the question, official.
The media will wait for an answer.
If Volunteer Kendrick gave an order for there to be bananas in all the coolers, then why did you have to come here at 0600? You never gave that order to Volunteer Kendrick last night. And when you got here late this morning, you confronted Kendrick and Markinson about the bananas.
Violation.
And when it went bad, you didn't cut them any slack.
Official.
You threatened to tell the tour.
Official.
I'll hold you in violation.
You had Markinson doctor the sign-in sheets.
Damn it, Caffey!
You coerced the other caddies, and you blamed the volunteers.
Consider yourself in violation.
Caddy Jessup, did you forget my bananas?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled to them.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth, son. We play a game that has clubs, and those clubs have to be carried by men with legs. Who's gonna do it? You? You, groundskeeper Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You weep for your bananas and curse the volunteers. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know, that some of the things I do, while tragic, probably wins tournaments. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, wins tournaments. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about, in locker rooms, you want me on that bag. You need me on that bag. We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as the backbone of a life spent serving people. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor inclination to explain myself to a man who plays and competes under the very service I provide, then questions the manner in which I provide it. I'd rather you just said thank you and went on playing. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a bag and walk a course. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you're entitled to.
Did you forget my bananas?
I did my job.
Did you forget my bananas?
You're goddamn right I did!
Please, the tour, I suggest the members of the media be dismissed so we can move to an immediate Article 39A session. This caddy has a union.
Caddy Ross?
Jack?
The members of the media will be retired to the media tent until further instructed.